Love you.
Okay, everybody, here we are again. This is Brad and Mira for The Culture, the Otherppl Show's weekly pop culture assessment. I'm Brad Listi here with my friend and co-host Mira Gonzalez. Hi, Mira.
Hi, Brad. And hi to our lovely listeners.
Today's episode is brought to you by Penguin Press, publisher of the debut novel Pan by Michael Clune. Pan is the official August pick of the Otherppl Book Club. I just spoke with Michael on this program last week, I believe, so you can listen to that. This is one of the most buzzed about novels of the year. It's about a strange and brilliant teenager's first panic attacks. It's often characterized as a psychedelic novel, the way that it's written. And I very much enjoyed it. And I think, Mira, you should read it. I think you would like it.
I do like Michael Clune. I'm a fan. I loved Whiteout.
Pan was longlisted for the Center for Fiction's 2025 First Novel Prize. It is available now wherever books are sold from Penguin Press. And I also want to give a quick plug and update about my new company, DeepDive, which is a week old, a week and change, a week and a couple days. It just launched last Tuesday, and it's in operation.
In operation. It is functional. You can purchase it. Brad has lost his mind.
Yeah, I'm so exhausted. I work from 7 a.m. until midnight every day.
What the fuck, dude? You need Jesus fucking Christ. Can somebody just like buy enough of these classes that Brad can sleep, please?
Yeah, the debut course from DeepDive is called How to Write a Novel, in case you haven't heard of it yet. And it contains more than 50 hours of never before heard conversations with like almost 4 dozen leading contemporary authors, including Emily St. John Mandel, Steve Almond, Melissa Broder, Poor Chistok, Poor, Kimberly King Parsons, Deb Olin Unferth, Wahini Vara, Antoine Wilson. I mean, the list goes on. It's kind of an all-star lineup, and it's an incredible resource. It also makes a great gift for the writer in your life, and it is 25% off right now as part of the the launch sale over at www.deepdive.audio. And I got to say, Mira, launching a company, stressful and exhausting. There's always like a ton to do. I'm never ahead of myself. I'm always feeling like I'm behind, and I'm kind of doing everything because, it's the early going. So like I always say, if you like it, it's because of me. And if you don't like it, that would also be because of me. And a question that I have that I'm kind of tortured by here in the early going as I try to get the word out is it's a question about promotion and how you sort of need to be constantly promoting the company to kind of build the brand and let people know that it exists and hopefully drive some sales. And yet I kind of feel like I'm being annoying. There's that feeling of like how there's the
like how annoying are you allowed to be?
Yeah, that's the question. Like how annoying, like are people feeling homicidal whenever they see like my emails or the things that I'm posting on social media, but I don't see how else to do it. I mean, otherwise nobody would even know about it.
You've got to be annoying. I mean, this is why I don't start a company, because it involves like a lot of work and a lot of self-promotion, which are kind of the two things that I'm worst at.
Yeah, I'm not great at it, but I feel like it's a necessity. So here I am promoting it again, and I am really proud of the course and the company. I put a lot of work into it, and I know that it's a great value. Like this kind of access and this, like the size and the scope and the breadth and the depth of this course is something that most people would probably charge you thousands of dollars for. And I'm charging you a fraction of that. So if you're somebody who doesn't have time or resources to get an MFA, this is what you need. It's called How to Write a Novel, www.deepdive.audio. And just so people know too, you can stream the course online, or I think what you should do is you should stream it via the DeepDive app. That's kind of the point, is that it's convenient and you can listen to it wherever you go. It's right there on your phone. So check it out.
I got to say, not only is it good for people who can't afford an MFA or don't, have the time or whatever, I would say it's better than an MFA because you don't have to get an MFA. And I think that like almost anything is better than getting an MFA. So if you want to write a novel and you don't want to go deeply into debt and have somebody, I don't know, hit on you or tell you that your writing is, in the wrong form or whatever the fuck they do at MFAs, get a deep dive audio course. Buy Brad's course.
Buy Brad's course. Please. So otherwise, Mira, I woke up this morning kind of unsettled. I had a nightmare last night, which I find interesting because I don't usually remember my dreams, but this one, it was right before I sort of woke up in the morning. It was kind of top of mind. It was just, REM sleep, like just right below the surface, like in between sleep and wakefulness. And so I remembered it. And essentially I was on a vacation with my family, which I think is a direct echo of the big family vacation we took with my entire crazy family earlier this year to Idaho. And in this dream, we were going somewhere. And what I remember is that it involved a lot of very small aircraft and like very like treacherous landings on like very short like airstrips and mountains. And I was like, oh my God, another plane. And, everyone was stressed out. And then the last thing I remember is like we got off the plane and my dad, who's going to turn 80 this year, was like, by the way, I'm sick. I have the flu.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
He's like, I have 102 fever. And I'm like, oh my God, we're all going to get sick. And
die in a plane crash.
Yeah. And so then I wake up and, a little while later, I'm in the kitchen and I'm talking to my wife. And I was like, yeah, by the way, I had this terrible nightmare last night. And like before she can even comment on my nightmare, she's like, oh yeah. She's like, I had a dream that the brakes were failing in my car. And I was like, yeah, this is how marriage goes. Like, it's not.
Dream catchers didn't work last night, huh?
No, yeah. It's just like competitive stressing, comparing nightmares in the morning.
I always win the nightmare competition with my husband personally because he is extremely not mentally ill. So I have to be mentally ill enough for the both of us. I get nightmares pretty much constantly. Brakes failing is actually a super common one for me. I don't get the plane thing a lot. I think because I'm not really afraid of planes, but the brakes failing, constant. Or like I'm trying to like drive a car from the back seat because like the driver doesn't know how to do it or like something like that, or like the brakes like work but I have to push on them way too hard to like get the car to stop and the car is like skidding. Like I so get that dream all the fucking time.
I wonder what it means.
I think I looked it up once and it was like, I don't know what all the dreams mean. Like you feel like your life is out of control or whatever. And it's like, yeah, no shit. When has my future ever been in my control? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And this is news.
Yeah, like what? Okay, yeah, no shit. I feel out of control of my life. Like tell me something I don't know. Tell me something that my therapist hasn't told me 25 times this week.
So, what else is going on with you? Have you been having a good week or?
Let's see. I didn't do very much this week because I think I mentioned last week that we now have a pet hummingbird in the yard. His name is the mayor. He visits us like all day, every day, and we can see him out the bedroom window. And like, I mean, we've grown so obsessed with the hummingbird that I think it's like genuinely unhealthy. Like we cannot stop looking at the hummingbird. I cannot stop thinking about the hummingbird. I can't stop researching about the hummingbird. I'm like looking up like local flower breeds and like types of hummingbird food and like hummingbird breeds and shit like that. Like I've given up on trying to befriend the crows because I don't want the crows to scare the mayor. I literally like will sit in front of the bedroom window with Real Housewives playing in the background and just look at the mayor, just watch him for like 20 minutes. Like literally, like I have brain damage. Like something is wrong with me. Like I think like when I have a working theory that people who do enough drugs in their youth eventually just grow up to be somebody who likes looking at birds. It's happened to so many people that I know. And I was always like, that's not going to happen to me. And then the mayor showed up and now I'm fucked. Now I'm somebody who just likes looking at birds.
Jonathan Franzen is an avid bird watcher. I wonder if he did a lot of drugs. Did he do a lot of drugs in his youth?
I have to assume that literally anybody who is a bird watcher, like probably did a lot of drugs in their youth unless they're like 90. And like, then it's like, okay, maybe you just like sitting and watching birds. But like, if you're younger than 90, it's because you did drugs in your youth and probably like damaged your brain to some degree.
I got to say, hummingbirds are exceptionally cool birds to watch.
It's crazy seeing a hummingbird still. Like like when you see a hummingbird, normally it's like they're flying around, zipping all crazy, and they like go into a flower and they like zip away, and you're like, wow, that's cool. But this hummingbird will just sit there. It'll sit on a branch, it'll preen itself, and then it'll go to the feeder, and it'll sit there for a long time, and then it'll go back to the branch. Like hummingbirds, if you watch them up close at the feeder, are like disgusting little guys. Like they'll like piss themselves at the feeder, and they'll like spit out a little bit of the hummingbird food every time they eat it. And like they have like a tongue that is literally as long as their beaks.
What?
It's freakish. Like their tongue is totally freakish. That like scared the shit out of me the first time I saw it.
What does this mean? What do you think, like the fact that this hummingbird has visited you and is like, I guess now like your neighbor or your pet or whatever, like how are you processing this in terms of meaning?
Well, first of all, he's my roommate. Okay, let's get that straight. And second of all, I do wonder if he's like some kind of like a harbinger of like bad events. Like, is he like gonna like is he like an angel of death kind of thing? Actually, I think this brings us into our first segment of the show. Is Mira dying?
How many times have you seen this hummingbird? Is this like an everyday occurrence?
Every day, yeah. For like, I mean, the hummingbird is out there most of the times when I look out the window. It's every day for a very long time.
And it's the same hummingbird?
From what I can tell, yes. I'm no expert, but it looks the same.
Does it make eye contact with you?
I mean, it looks in my direction. I like to think that it's making eye contact with me and that, the friendship goes two ways, but I cannot confirm that.
And wait, hummingbirds have tongues?
Yeah, dude, they have tongues. Like, look it up. They have, like, I swear to God, he'll be preening himself, he'll be cleaning himself, and then it's like a giant tongue comes out of his beak. Huge.
I don't like that.
Mm-mm. It's kind of scary. He's kind of like a scary, gross little guy. I love him so much.
And Tyler sees him too?
Tyler sees him too.
Okay, so it's not like just you or something. The hummingbird only comes out when you're there.
It's not just me, but it is just me and Tyler. Nobody else has confirmed the existence of the hummingbird. So, like, it could be like mold is growing in the house and we're like hallucinating.
Well, I'm going to render a verdict.
Drum roll, please.
I'm going to say that you might be dying. I think this is a maybe.
Wow, this is a maybe. We got a maybe, folks. Stay tuned.
Yeah, I think everybody should stay tuned. This hummingbird could potentially be from another realm. It could be a messenger letting Mira know that it's almost time to transition.
It's a real cliffhanger. You guys are going to have to tune into future episodes to see if Brad's prediction is correct.
So, Mira, we did hear from a listener, and I want to get through some listener mail. Before we do, I just want to let everybody know that if you want to send us a voice memo or you want to write to us, the email address for the show is letters@otherppl.com. So we heard from a listener named Erica who was responding to a previous episode in which I talked about a mountain rescue that I helped facilitate when I was out hiking. A woman fell down the mountain and broke her ankle and was sort of losing her shit. And I had to call in a rescue helicopter, all this stuff. It was pretty crazy. I forget what episode it's in. It's like a couple episodes ago. So Erica, who is a listener, has written to us about an experience that she had where her foot got run over by a car, right?
Yep, her foot got run over by a car. And she did say run over specifically, which seems very bad. It seems like she was very injured.
So she's talking about the aftermath of this car running over her foot. And she says, quote, "I went into mild shock, so I was oddly calm and rational. The driver pulled over to help me. She was absolutely bawling and hyperventilating, waiting for the ambulance to show up. She was very apologetic, but if I'm honest, it really disgusted me. I was definitely casting silent, Brad-like judgment at her and wishing she would just pull it together. It is hard to describe how bizarre it is to be the one who literally just almost died, sitting there calmly on the curb, watching the person who did this to you be the one melting down. When I tell people about the accident, they always ask if the driver stopped, but this is a strange aspect of the story that's hard to explain in everyday conversation. I feel like you would get it though, Brad. I'm glad to say that my foot has healed and things are approaching normal now. Signed, Erica. So
I gotta say, you might have been, like you said, casting silent Brad-like judgment. I'm gonna say that's Mira-like judgment too, because fuck this lady. What the fuck? Like, you ran over somebody else's foot. Like, calm the fuck down. Like, get your shit together. Even though I understand why she was panicked. You ran over someone's foot. You don't want to hurt other people. Fine. Like, her foot is broken. Her foot just got ran over. Like, you can freak out like this, like, to, like, your friend later on in the day. Like, right now, you need to fucking chill, bitch.
Yeah. It's amazing how people just reflexively make themselves like the victim. That's really the issue. Is that this woman's acting like a victim, and she's the one who just, like, drove over this girl's foot. And, like, I think that, like how in movies, when somebody's, like, melting down and losing their composure, and, like another character will, like, slap them across the face and tell them... Get
yourself together. Pull it together, woman.
Yeah, it's like a tried and true, like, movie trope. I feel like if you are injured by someone else and they pull this shit, you should be allowed to slap them.
Yeah. No, I think, like, legally, like, this woman should have been allowed to, Erica should have been allowed to, like, slap this woman across the face and not have it, like, reflect poorly on her, like, insurance-wise or, like, anything like that. Like, this woman was fucking losing her shit. I feel like you're absolutely justified in slapping them in the face and saying, pull yourself together. Like, the one who should be freaking out here is clearly the one whose foot got ran over. It's, like, very, very simple. It's rude, frankly. Just, like, you're a grown-up. Pull it together, man. Take a Xanax.
Plus, I don't get it when people, like, when really bad stuff happens, like accidents and calamities and deaths and everything, and people just freak out in a way that seems to indicate, like, they can't believe it. I find that offensive. Like,
interesting.
I have a more morbid worldview, and so I don't think I'm necessarily surprised when awful things happen, and it doesn't, like, scatter me. And I think one of the only times I've ever, like, really gotten mad at my daughter, who is on balance, like easily the best person in our family, and, like,
and who is how old?
15.
Okay, so she's your 15-year-old daughter. Got it.
Yeah, she's, like, the most emotionally mature person in our family. But she, like, I think one time something happened and she kind of lost her cool, started to panic a little bit. And I was like, no, like, you're not, it's like, you're not allowed to lose your composure. I was like, Listies don't lose their composure in emergencies. We keep our cool, and was trying to, like, parent her and be like, you've got to keep it together when the shit hits the fan. But I don't know if I did a good job of delivering the message.
You get the ick from your 15-year-old daughter when she gets too anxious about things.
That's right.
That's my parents did the same thing, and that's what I talk about in therapy every week and pay a lot of money to talk about.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's going to help your daughter not freak out. Just kidding. Your daughter's going to be the one freaking out when she runs over somebody's foot.
Yeah, she's going to start melting down, sobbing. Someone's going to slap her across the face.
You're going to say, thank you for slapping my daughter across the face. She needed to get her shit together.
Yeah.
She was a fucking mess.
And of course, when I'm doing this, it's like, I'm kind of freaking out as I'm trying to correct her. I'm like, Listies keep their composure. And yet, like, I'm not keeping my composure entirely as I say this.
Like, at all? You're the one who's, like, now you're yelling? Like, she got mad at her because she was, like, so upset that she was maybe yelling, and now you're yelling, and now everybody is just upset and panicking?
Yeah, I got to not do that.
That's, well, I'm glad this made you realize that's probably not the best thing to do. Although I understand it. Like, I feel like if your daughter was, like, an adult, I'd be a lot more judgmental. Maybe even if she was my daughter. But I think you should be allowed to slap your daughter.
Yeah, that's right. Just one sharp crack. Listies keep their composure.
It's like if you're Mexican and, like, you have a mom, which I guess most Mexicans probably do. Like, she'll get her chancla and she'll kind of, like, she'll, like, not, like, slap you hard, but, like, do, like, snap it, kind of, like, hit you lightly and snap it. Like, that's what you should do to Evan when she freaks out too much.
Just, what is it? Hit her with a shoe?
Yeah, it's like a chunk that's like a light slip-on shoe, and you just kind of snap it on them. It makes like a loud noise, but doesn't hurt too much.
Just whack her over the head with my Birkenstock.
Exactly. Yeah, as hard as you can. Just fucking just repeat, just hit her in the head with your shoe until she calms down. So, speaking of calming down and not calming down, we forgot, and by we I mean Brad, forgot that we had 2 Angry Adam clips that we did not play. So
I was so overwhelmed by the launch of my company, I forgot to play Angry Adam last week.
So, Angry Adam, if you're listening, another thing for you to get angry about. So, let's listen to the first one that Brad forgot about.
Hey, Brad and Mira, it's Angry Adam checking in. I actually have a question, Mira, for you, because I think maybe you'll know the answer to this. I was at our local bank the other day with my daughter, opening a bank account for her. She's about to go to college. And there were 2 guys out front of the bank with like professional grade camera equipment with like directional mics on the cameras and stuff. And it looked like they were waiting for a celebrity or something, like they were paparazzi. We go in the bank and I ask what's going on. And the bank guy was like, we don't know. Those people are just there. They're just like filming people coming in and out of the bank. I'm like, oh my God, that's so fucking weird, you know? And so we do our bank business, which for me is just shitting in a vault. And then we come out and they like shove their cameras in my face like I'm a celebrity. And I fucking lost it. I was like, fuck you. And they were like, they loved it. They were like eating it up like little incel piggies. They were like, oh yeah, keep swearing. And then my daughter's like, Dad, don't. And they're like, yeah, listen to your daddy or listen to your daughter, daddy. And I was like, go fuck yourself. And I got like super mad. And I called a friend about this. And she's like, yeah, they were rage baiting you. You're going to like wind up on like some fucking website where it's like middle-aged dad goes nuts at bank. But I just wondered if you knew what this was. And also, to change the subject really quick, Brad, happy birthday. You're much farther than halfway to death, and you have been for a long time, so don't sweat it, dude. All right. Love you guys. Let me know. I need an Adam Learns here. Bye.
So, all right. So before we listen to the second Angry Adam, I will address Angry Adam's question in the first Angry Adam. Brad, have you ever heard of the term rage baiting?
I think so. I mean, yeah, it rings a bell.
Yeah, so we have our first Adam Learns in this episode. Maybe Brad can come up with a theme song to insert here.
Adam, I know your anger rages high and deep. It's just that fear, it's a shadow that you keep.
Rage baiting is something that, like, it's like a term that I've mainly heard referring to, like, people online just, like, posting insanely bad opinions and just trying to get everybody mad at them, basically, for engagement. So I have to assume what these people are doing is, like, a man-on-the-street version of that, where, like, they just film people in public and, like, get them so mad that they freak out and then just, like, cut it so that you don't see the thing that made them freak out. You just see the person getting mad. So we've all seen videos like that, I'm sure. And soon enough, we will see one of those starring Angry Adam, I hope.
Rage sells.
Rage sells. I think we should start rage baiting, Brad.
Yeah. I mean, like if you can get somebody in rage, I mean, that's what the entire premise of social media is. Like the entire reason why it's like a multi-trillion-dollar business is because they figured out that if you get people agitated, you make money.
Yeah, it's porn and anger, basically.
Yeah, porn and rage.
Porn and rage.
Maybe we should rename our podcast Porn and Rage.
I mean, they're my 2 favorite things, so.
I think they're everybody's 2 favorite things. Let's just be real.
So let's listen to the second Angry Adam now.
Hey guys, Angry Adam here. I've gotten so many fucking DeepDive advertisements in my email and through Brad. It's starting to feel like a fucking Ponzi scheme to me. Madoff would have loved to have invested in DeepDive, Brad. I know one day I'll sell my DeepDive collection to my children and saddle them with a witch's curse. Also, DeepDive, whenever I hear about it, I think about the Titan submersible imploding. So I hope that's not a metaphor for your company, but it probably will be. But seriously, Brad, best of luck on this new endeavor, DeepDive. I'm sure it's going to be huge. I'm going to buy it. and I'm going to listen to it naked. Put that in your fucking brain box. Okay, bye.
So?
That speaks to my question earlier about how annoying am I allowed to be. And
to Angry Adam, it seems like you've already crossed the line.
Yeah, I feel like I'm already causing people to snap. I do want to flag the fact that he has not yet bought the course, to the best of my knowledge. So,
ooh, Angry Adam, your dirty laundry is being aired out on Brad and Mira for the culture. Brad is coming after you. Angry Adam has not even purchased the course yet.
Yeah.
And he's already shit-talking it.
Yeah. I mean, come on, at least listen to a few episodes before you start to go in on it.
I mean, that's what Brad always said about the literature podcast. Like, Mira, at least listen to a few episodes before you start to go in on it. And I said, no, absolutely not. I will never listen to a literary podcast. You can't force me.
Mira, actually, just on Sunday, I talked to a witch on the podcast. I think you would like that one. I talked to Amanda Yates Garcia. And we talked about like radical enchantment and like trying to emulate the Black Panthers and like radical resistance and shit. I think it would be right up your alley.
Damn, see, I feel like you're just lying to me to try to get me to buy your course, and I respect the marketing technique. I do. It's
not in the course. It's just on the Other People show. It's a quote unquote literary interview. Amanda's also an author of an excellent memoir called Initiated. So feel like people would dig it. I'm trying to kind of do some wildcard episodes on Sundays. So like I'm talking to people about stuff that's just a little bit outside of the normal literary realm, just to mix it up.
That's for listeners who are maybe like, one rung above listeners of Brad and Mira for the culture, like in terms of their desire for trash. It's like, this is the most, people who like trash the very most are Brad and Mira for the culture stands. Then people who like trash a little bit less will like get into the literary podcast.
No, yeah, they'll know. But it's like, there's 3 tiers. There's like, if you love the trash, then you're a Brad and Mira fan. And then if you want something a little bit more highbrow, then you listen on Sundays to like the wildcard episodes, and then which might have like a literary person, but maybe won't be quite as like,
won't be so dense.
Yeah. And then if you're a total nerd, you listen on Tuesdays to my traditional author interviews.
And then if you're like a PhD level nerd, that's when you get the deep dive course.
That's right. And then you really graduate into like the elite.
Into the Listi MFA program.
So what else do we got? We got Angry Adam, and then I think we have a bunch of celebrity news to cover.
We do have a bunch of celebrity news to cover. So our first story today, I'm thinking it might be a Brad Learns. It's feeling like a Brad Learns. Our first story today is Lana Del Rey versus Ethel Cain. Now, Brad, before we play the theme song, can you confirm or deny that this is a Brad Learns?
I think it is, because I think there's some sort of conflict between them, which I don't have any clue about. But I do know who Lana Del Rey is, obviously, and I actually also know who Ethel Cain is.
All right, that's weird. Before we get into that, cue the theme song.
Brad's feeling life in the slow lane. Got a heart full of dreams, but they feel like a chain. Mira's got the wisdom.
Okay, now Brad, why the hell do you know who Ethel Cain is?
This is actually random, but I was reading sports news on my phone.
What the fuck?
I have like a thread or like a list on Blue Sky that I follow of just like sports bros, like, so that I can.
I'm already feeling like you don't know who Ethel Cain is.
No, and there's this guy, I don't even know who he is. Like some guy who I followed was like, I love this new album by Ethel Cain. It's perfect. Like
the fuck?
He's like, I've been listening to it like on repeat. And I was like, who is Ethel Cain? And then I went down like a rabbit hole, figured it out.
Wow. Okay. I was really not expecting that to like result in you actually knowing who Ethel Cain is. Like I thought that was going to result in like us discovering that you were way more confused than I even thought you were. But no, wow. You really discovered who Ethel Cain is via your sports Blue Sky list, whatever the fuck that means.
That's right.
All right. So, contrary to what it might sound like, Ethel Cain is not a football personality, but rather she is a trans woman who is a musician who makes very, very good music that I like a lot. And her and Lana Del Rey have gotten into some kind of beef. So Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain have been like compared musically a lot. And like aesthetically, they're both kind of like Southern Gothic, whatever. So the feud that is happening between them is very mysterious and strange. But it started with Lana Del Rey posting an Instagram post that featured a snippet of a new song from her forthcoming album that is going to come out. I don't know when. She has pushed the release date a million times. And the snippet of the new song featured the lyrics, "Ethel Cain hated my Instagram post. Think it's cute reenacting my Chicago pose." So
wait. What does that even mean?
Yeah. So, okay, let's get into it. So for some context, the lyric is referring to Jack Donahue, Donoghue. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. I literally just found out who he is. He is the co-founder of the band Salem, which belongs in the witch house genre. It's like a electronic music. And Lana Del Rey dated him. And a while back, he posted a photo with Lana Del Rey outside of the Cook County Jail with his arm around her. And it was captioned "family visit," which I guess leads us to believe that he had a family visit there. And the reenacting of the post that she's referring to is that Ethel Cain later posted a photo of her with Jack Donahue with his arm around her and captioned it, "Okay, wait, my turn," seemingly in response to Lana. And Ethel Cain was also rumored to be dating him. So that's the context.
It's like single white female. It's like a copycat. Also, maybe was Lana working at the? Doesn't she work in like strange places to try to seem?
She was doing a shift at the jail.
Yeah, she was working as a prison guard for a day just to try to like up her like normie street cred or something.
Right, just like the Waffle House.
Yeah, and just like I feel like the like Instagram is so annoying, and the way that celebrities like will literally like post the most intimate. Not that this is that intimate, but like. I'm thinking of it because like just this morning, I was like scrolling through Instagram and there's like this photo, or was it a video that Olivia Munn posted? And I just want to say, I have no problem with Olivia Munn. She seems like a lovely human, but she posted this video of her in the hospital. And I want to say she was like talking to like John Mulaney, her husband, is like sitting on the bed with her. And the caption of the post is like, "This is me moments before my double mastectomy." And I'm just like, it's like, really?
Like, damn, this bitch. Fucking, all right, double mastectomy. Like, you think you're the first person who's cut their own tits off?
Like, I won't even post a selfie on Instagram. Like, these people are like...
I can't believe you're like scrolling past Olivia Munn being like, "I'm getting a double mastectomy," and being like, "This is some bullshit. This is so performative."
Yeah, I'm so annoyed. I'm just like, ugh. I just can't believe it. It would never occur to me to be like, let me try to make content out of this and like, you know, drive viewership. But
it does indicate like a really wild mental space to be like right before you're getting your double mastectomy and be like, "I'm going to take a photo for Instagram." Having said that, I guess I kind of understand that. Like, I feel like if I like broke my arm and was like in the ER, like I'd be like, "Take a picture of me, like look at my arm, it's all fucked up." Like, but that seems like more funny than like
she had cancer.
Yeah, this is like not like that would certainly not be my instinct if I was getting a double mastectomy.
I guess like that's just this is where the culture is though. Like you either are willing to do this shit or you're probably not going to be relevant. You've got to be willing to be like, "Yeah, get my boobs cut off. Here I am talking to my husband, like as I'm panicking before surgery." Like, just seems like a lot.
Yeah, I feel like the mental state of somebody who is posting that going into surgery, that's a lot. That's yeah.
And like I get like using your platform to drive awareness, you know, like I think that's part of it. Like she's trying to do good. Like I think in the celebrity realm, I feel like John Mulaney and Olivia Munn are pretty cool, but I just can't believe it. I'm just like, I think it's what it does. It's one of those things, and there are many of these kinds of things, but it just made me feel alienated. Like I can't even believe this is real. Like it never in a million years would I be like, "Hey guys, I'm going in to, you know, have surgery on one of my lungs.
I'm getting my balls chopped off.
I'm getting one of my balls cut off, guys. I just thought I'd go live."
Don't worry, I'm getting a fake nut, but
This is a video of me whimpering to my wife before they put me under anesthesia.
Jesus fucking Christ. This is if nothing else gets Brad canceled, maybe it'll be him getting mad at Olivia Munn having a double mastectomy.
Hey, I wish her well. I want her to be happy. Her children are beautiful. She posts, she's posting all the time in my feed, and she's got sweet little babies. So good
Brad's
luck
like,
to her.
Olivia Munn, please don't get mad at me. I'm begging you.
Yeah, no.
I need to sell my company.
By the way, I have seen her. I know we're as a rule of this show, we have to say when we have seen a celebrity out and about in Los Angeles, and I have seen her many times. Back when she used to date Aaron Rodgers, I used to see her at the ESPYs every year because my wife worked on the show, and I think I actually saw them meet.
Whoa! Oh yeah!
At like the after party for the ESPYs up on top of some parking garage. I was like standing there, and they seemed to be like chit-chatting for the first time, and then subsequently I saw her and they seemed like unhappy.
I mean, he's like famously probably gay, right?
I don't know how famously. That's certainly like a theory.
He's got like a fake wife right now.
Yeah, well, after they broke up, Olivia went on some podcast and was like,
oh yeah,
she didn't call him out by name, but it was like not long after they had broken up, and she was like, yeah, I was dating this guy, the sex was like horrible, he only wanted to do it in the dark, like from behind. And I was like, damn. And so
yeah, I wonder who that is.
Now Aaron Rodgers, for the sports fans among us, Aaron Rodgers, who is now playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers, this offseason announced that he's married, and yet nobody, to the best of my knowledge, has ever seen his wife.
Yeah, not even his family, like nobody. He's just got like a mystery fake wife.
Yeah, it's his mystery wife. And there's this like funny post going around on Instagram where it's like somebody doctored up a photo where it's like some sort of like scientist in a lab coat, like talking to Aaron Rodgers in like a hospital room. And he's like, the caption is like, tell me, Aaron, is mystery wife in the room with us right now?
Yeah, it's giving like, I have a girlfriend and she's a model, but she lives in Canada,
100%.
So after Lana sings along to this lyric from a snippet of her song, I believe the song then refers to herself as the most famous girl at the Waffle House. So famously, she, as we referenced earlier, worked a shift at a random Waffle House, like for no reason. And then Ethel Cain also had a New York Times profile about her that was titled Most Famous Girl at the Waffle House. So they're like understandably fighting over who is more popular at the Waffle House. Okay,
so a couple things. First of all, as I think we have talked about before on this show, Lana del Rey is from New York.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, Ethel Cain is a Southern Baptist from Tallahassee, Florida. So like, I'm sorry, but Lizzie Grant from Manhattan cannot win a white trash, sad girl, Southern Gothic competition with Ethel Cain, the Southern Baptist from Tallahassee.
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of get why Ethel Cain would take umbrage at Lana Del Rey, like cosplaying as a redneck or whatever, and trying to act like she's this like, Southern belle, like kind of like white trash Southern like poet or whatever from the bayous. It's like, no, you're not. You're from New York. You didn't go to a Waffle House until you were in your 30s. That was like the first time she'd ever been to a Waffle House, probably. And I got to say that as a actual honest to God normie who was born in Milwaukee and lived in Indiana during his teenage years, I'm a little bit offended.
You think she's stealing valor from you?
I'm actually a normie from Milwaukee who's cosplaying as a literary guy from New York. That's my it's my angle.
It's I do feel like Lana Del Rey like not only had not been to a Waffle House until she was 30, but had probably like not worked a job until she was 30.
Yeah.
It's just not really making sense. It's kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like me cosplaying as somebody who's like a normie from the Midwest Bayou or whatever, when like I was raised in Venice Beach and had never been to the Midwest until I was like 25.
Well, first of all, there are no bayous in the Midwest. And
yeah, see, there you go.
There are bayous in Louisiana, which is where my people are from, which is another thing that...
which is where Lana lives now, I believe.
I know. And like, this is like, I got to say, I'm a little bit conflicted because I really like Lana Del Rey's music. And I think she's really, like, I think the project that she's creating is very interesting, like musically.
Yeah, here at Brad and Mira for the Culture, we are Lana stans. We love Lana.
Yeah.
I'm a huge fan.
And in the pop music realm or whatever, like she's the one, if I had to pick one who I think is doing the most interesting work.
Yeah, the most like changing the scene work, like the most influential in the future, I think.
Probably something like that. But it's got to be somebody who's also popular. Like she's a popular artist who's
right. I think Lana is like really like, shifting the whole landscape. Like, she's popular. She's doing something interesting and weird.
Yeah. And she's, and I think apparently part of the creative project that she is undertaking is to try to kind of completely rebrand herself as like a Southern Gothic normie. And the intensity and like the level of commitment that she seems to be showing is impressive and weird in a way. Like she married an alligator wrangler from the bayous, I think.
Yeah, she did. She married a straight up alligator wrangler, like who has one of those boats with the giant fans on it and like, drives it through the bog and then catches alligators. So she's definitely got like 100% dedication to this. And like, that is definitely like her identity. But like, the truth is like, Lana Del Rey is terrifying, and I generally would never side against her in a fight. And like, I would never side against either of these women in a fight, frankly, because I think that they're both wonderful and make fantastic music and are great. But like, it's crazy how much Lana Del Rey is just not winning in this fight, like this particular fight. You just cannot take on Ethel Cain in this one particular way. There's a lot of ways that Lana Del Rey could take her on, and it is just not this.
Yeah, you can't win the battle if the person you're fighting against is a trans woman who was raised in some hyper religious cult in Tallahassee. Like,
yeah, she's literally a born again Christian from Tallahassee. Like, that's it. You can't beat it. Like, she's got an album called Preacher's Daughter. Like, that's it. There's nothing you can do. And like, meanwhile, Lana Del Rey, like, she's, has photos of herself working at the Waffle House being like, see, like, I'm really like this. But I will say, I feel like she gets a lot of flack for working at the Waffle House. And like, I feel like more celebrities should do weird shit like that. Just like side quests. Like, yeah, like I'm famous, therefore they will let me work at the Waffle House. So like, why not? Might as well.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I feel like there's something, again, this goes back to the Instagram of it all. Like just trying to like, make a scene and like look at how normal I am. I'm like, but really you're not. She's like a multimillionaire pop star. You don't need to be a fry cook.
Speaking of which, I have some surprise audio from when Lana Del Rey worked a single shift at Walmart.
Wait,
let's listen.
She worked at Walmart?
Yeah, one single shift for one day at Walmart, and then this is the end of her day at Walmart over the loudspeakers of the store.
Attention Walmart shoppers and associates. My name is Beth from Electronics. I've been working at Walmart for almost 5 years, and I can say that everyone here is overworked and underpaid. The attendant policy is bullshit. We are treated for management and customers poorly every day. Whenever we have a problem with it, we're told that we're replaceable. I'm tired of the constant gaslighting. This company treats their elderly associates like shit. To Jared, our store manager, you're a pervert. Greta and Kathy, shame on y'all for treating your associates the way you do. I hope you don't speak to your families the way you speak to us. Shout out to Carmonique, Patty, Chardell, and so many more. Walmart doesn't deserve y'all. Fuck management and fuck this job. I quit.
Damn.
So that was not actually Lana Del Rey. That was a video from an employee from Walmart named Beth McGrath, who quit Walmart with a announcement over the loudspeakers. So shout out to Beth McGrath.
She's in Louisiana too.
She's in Louisiana too. That's right.
Lana Del Rey is like so jealous. Like she can't believe that this girl beat her to the punch.
She's going to do a song about her.
Yeah. She's going to post something on Instagram about how Beth McGrath is like, trying to steal her fire.
So Lana posted this snippet of her new song, and basically everybody was confused because as far as everybody knew, there really wasn't a beef between the two of them. The closest that they ever got to any kind of beef between the two of them was just like Ethel had done nothing but actually like praise Lana. There's a bunch of posts of her just repeatedly praising her, saying that Lana was a huge influence to her and stuff like that. And then there was one review of Preacher's Daughter that basically didn't really make like any sort of comment on the album besides comparing Ethel to Lana. And so Ethel responded to that and was just like, I'm, honored by the comparison, but also I don't know if it's, productive to be just comparing two women like this when like my project actually is different than hers. Very fair. So Lana then posted a comment on Pop Bass's story about the post, clarifying. kind of, why she is mad at Ethel Cain. So she said, I didn't know who Ethel was until a few years ago when somebody brought to my attention the disturbing and graphic side-by-side images that she would often put up of me next to unflattering creatures and cartoon characters, making constant comments about my weight. I was confused as to what she was getting at. Then, when I heard what she was saying behind closed doors from mutual friends and started inserting herself into my personal life, I was definitely disturbed. Okay. Now, nobody has been able to find any of these alleged posts or anything that Ethel has ever said mean about Lana ever across any of her many Tumblr accounts or Twitters or Instagrams ever. So what the fuck is she talking about?
Well, maybe she took them down. Is that possible?
No, the internet finds that shit. Like they recently found like posts that Ethel Cain did when she was like 18 and tried to cancel her for them. So if they could find those, they could certainly find any shit talking post about Lana del Rey that Ethel Cain has posted. It just doesn't exist.
So are you accusing Lana del Rey of making it up?
Look, Lana, if you're listening, I would never accuse you of anything. I respect and fear you primarily. So please don't get mad at me. If you do get mad at me, I'm sorry and I'm wrong. And mostly it's Brad's fault. Keep that in mind, Lana, if you're listening. This is all Brad. You could just all put it all on him. This is all Brad's fault.
Lana, I just want you to know that I have Cajun ancestry. I'm part Cajun French, and I have roots, like family roots in Louisiana, even though I did not myself grow up there. And I'm from Milwaukee and Indiana, and I'm a true normie, and I'm offended by your cosplaying at Waffle House.
That's right. So Lana Del Rey is going to cancel Brad Listi next in her song. She's going to say, Brad Listi hated my Instagram post. He can't do literary podcasts very well. We hate him.
Well, look, this is the thing, okay? We talk about like posting on Instagram about your double mastectomy. We talk about celebrities beefing with one another, or there's like sex tapes or like anything kind of like sexually gratuitous, which is also great for attention. But I think we live in a time of like media fractalization, and we live in an attention economy that's like way overtaxed and hard to navigate. And celebrities have figured out that if they want to stay relevant, they sort of have to invent controversy or titillate people somehow. And I think beefs are one way to do that. And so I think maybe I need to start beefing, like not necessarily with Lana Del Rey, but maybe with like another literary podcaster.
You versus Michael Silverblatt.
That's right. I'm going to accuse Michael Silverblatt of spreading like nasty rumors about me.
Yeah, he's been telling people that Brad's taking Ozempic.
And I'm like illiterate, and I hear that he's been writing like vicious rumors about me in the bathroom stalls at local like indie bookstores.
Yeah, I was at Skylight Books the other day, and I went into the bathroom, and it said huge across one of the stalls, Brad Listi fucked his way to the top.
That's right. People wonder how I got to where I am.
And I'll tell you, he fucked his way to the top. That's absolutely what happened. I won't tell you who he fucked to the top, but he did it. So I am weighing in the Listi versus Silverblatt wars on the side of Silverblatt. Whoa. Michael, if you're listening to this, I got you. I got your back. Michael and I go way back. So, Michael, don't you worry. So, of course, as one does, or as always happens when anything happens, Azealia Banks weighed in, as well as Nicki Minaj. So, Nicki Minaj's response was longer and weirder than Azealia Banks's, which, for those of you who know about Azealia Banks, is kind of shocking. So, what Nicki Minaj said was a tweet.
Wait. And she's weighing in on Lana Del Rey and Ethel Cain. Yeah,
weighing in on Lana Del Rey's post about Ethel Cain and the general thing. So she says, Nicki Minaj says, I've been singing Ethel Cain hated my Instagram post all morning. Help. And something about the Waffle House and a picture with some boy. But how can a melody and instruments and background vocals and the mixing be so good that I'm walking around all day talking about a person named Ethel Cain who I do not know, hating an Instagram that I never even posted? Help me. I'm sure Ethel is a nice person. So Nicki Minaj is like weighing in, but it's hard to know what side because she just literally said she has no idea who Ethel Cain is. I think this is kind of an understandable response, honestly. It is a catchy song.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with it. And I think like I should also flag that in addition to beefing as a way of like trying to, gather attention. Another way to gather attention is to then, like as a celebrity, weigh in on other celebrity beefs as a way to try to channel some of that attention in your own direction.
This is like total side note, but do you remember when Nicki Minaj tweeted that her cousin in Africa got massively enlarged testicles because he took the COVID vaccine?
Yes.
God, that was fucking funny. Jesus Christ. She is really out of her damn mind. So, speaking of people who are out of their damn mind, Azealia Banks also weighed in, and she said it's transphobic the way everyone is ganging up on Ethel, which also seems right. So I guess they're both right.
Yeah, and I feel like J.K. Rowling should chime in right now. I feel like the time is perfect for her to offer her thoughts on Ethel Cain and Lana Del Rey. I want to say, too, that I have a conspiracy theory about J.K. Rowling. I don't think I'm the only person who thinks this, but
ooh, let's hear it.
I think she's a closet case.
Interesting. You think she's gay?
I think she's a trans man. She wants to be a trans man.
You think she's an egg?
Whatever that means. Yeah, she's an egg.
It's like somebody who is trans but hasn't discovered it yet. They're like an egg that hasn't hatched into a bird yet.
Listen, JK, first of all, JK, she doesn't go by Joanne or whatever her name is. And then when she writes under a pen name, she writes under Robert Galbraith. So,
I mean, for somebody who talks so much about like how, you know, trans people get unfair leg up in sports, she really used a male identity to get a leg up in the literary world, didn't she?
Yeah. Well, and just like, what the fuck are you thinking? Like, why do you care? You're so rich. Like, you've got the life, like, and you're somehow like so agitated by trans people, this like tiny subset of the population that is like just constantly getting kicked. And for some reason you feel compelled to kick them again, or like to use your platform to make their lives a little bit harder. It's just, I don't get it.
Yeah, what is the point? Like, you could just like have, you have an entire fucking estate. You have more money than God, and yet you have to get angry at this tiny subset of the population that like isn't doing shit to you. They're just like hanging out. They're not doing anything to you. There's like literally like 14 trans athletes in the entire United States that like, people are concerned about. It's fucking insane. Like, what the fuck? Like, calm the fuck down. It is wild to be so wealthy and yet so unhappy. You literally made your money off of writing some fucking dumbass book about magic where the only Asian character is named Cho Chang, and you're mad.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. So first of all, like, who's got time? Like, you've got to be really rich and bored to like find the time. But I mean, like, there's lots of people that this is just such a hot button issue for them. Like, get a hobby. Like, do
get
something.
A hobby. Take up knitting. Fucking start gardening. Like, I don't know, maybe J.K. Rowling, you should clean your fucking room of the black mold that was behind you in your Instagram or your Twitter profile picture for literally years. I don't know if you saw this, but people clicked on her profile picture. The whole back wall is just moldy. And she edited the picture after people found that.
I don't understand. By the way, I've read those Harry Potter books to my kids, and they're really racist. Like Cho Chang. And then like the little trolls at Gringotts Bank are like so transparently anti-Semitic, like Jewish.
They're clearly Jews. It's crazy. The big noses.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, dude, like you couldn't even be a little bit subtle about this stuff. It's like, that's the thing. It's just like, she's not even making even the slightest attempt to hide it.
If I was a Harry Potter character, like, she would have to come up with some name that is both anti-Semitic and racist against Mexicans.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, that's like her biggest literary challenge ever. Like,
it's the boss level literary challenge is finding a racist name for a Mexican Jew.
That's right. That's right.
So, yeah, so that is the Ethel Cain, Lana Del Rey beef. I mean, I both think that Lana Del Rey is being completely insane. I don't understand why she is starting a fight that she clearly, like, cannot win. But also I appreciate that Lana Del Rey is completely insane. Like, I think that we need more pop stars who are just legitimately crazy. So, like, I respect that. Ethel Cain has not said anything. So, smart of her. I think just leaving it alone, it'll make it go away faster. I mean, hopefully, except that it's a track on Lana Del Rey's album. So, I have no fucking idea.
Well, look, Lana Del Rey is working as Ethel Cain's like unpaid publicist. If I'm Ethel Cain, I'm just letting this happen. This is good for her career.
I mean, look, you found out who Ethel Cain was via like a football blue sky subreddit or whatever the hell. So like clearly it's getting her name out there.
Yeah, she's got traction, as they say.
So our next story is one that actually Angry Adam kind of predicted a little bit in one of his voice memos that we listened to today. And that is that there is going to be another trip to the Titanic wreck visited by another billionaire 2 years after the OceanGate disaster killed 5 billionaires.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so I personally am fucking stoked for this. I think this is great. I love it. But like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, just before we even get into details, like, just what the fuck?
This is like, yeah, who gives a fuck?
Literally, who gives a fuck?
Like, I get the Titanic as like an artifact of history and like an interesting story, but like, it's hell under the ocean, like 5,000 feet under the sea or whatever. Like, there's nothing down there but darkness and like extreme water pressure and the husk of a ship. And like the bones of a bunch of like dead poor people.
I mean, that's why they want to go down there. They're just like moths to a flame, instinctually drawn to the corpses of poor people.
Yeah, they're like, oh wait, there's dead peasants on the floor of the ocean.
They can't even sense like why or what it is that's drawing them to it, but they just like have this innate sense like, I need to go down there. I need to see it.
It's like, it's so hellish down there. It's like essentially hell. And they, I think they innately sense that that's where they're headed in the afterlife. They want to get a sneak peek and try to
right. They want to understand what they're in for. They're just trying to get a sense of it, what they're in for eternity.
Speaking of the Titanic, I think I was on Instagram, somewhere on the internet, and I saw this video of, I think it's an exhibit at the Titanic Museum, if there is such a thing.
Titanic Museum, whoa.
I think there's a Titanic Museum or some kind of museum exhibit devoted to the Titanic, and there's like a bucket of water that they have chilled to the precise temperature of the water in the North Atlantic where everybody perished. So that like museum visitors can like put their hand in the water and like understand what it was like to be. I'm just like, dude, that's a little morbid.
I'm going to go there and I'm going to put my hand in the water and like refuse to take it out until they call the police.
Yeah. You can sue them because your hand freezes.
Yeah, they're all like, take your hand out. Like, you're going to get frostbite. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it.
I think what they should do is they should allow full submersion. Like you can go to like, if you want to, you're like, I want to die like Jack Dawson died. And I'm ready to meet my end. You can just get in.
Like a cold plunge.
Yeah. You get in and just freeze into like an ice cube and they pull you out.
So this story is very exciting for me. The Titanic submersible was very exciting. Loved that. I personally think that we should sacrifice a billionaire to the Titanic every year just to boost morale.
Yeah. I feel like this could be a great reality show. I feel like this would unite. This would like people all over the world would be behind this. And we could call it like what? Freezing
Billionaire death party.
Yeah. I was going to say freezing a billionaire. That's not that interesting.
To freeze a billionaire.
Yeah. Billionaire death party.
Who wants to freeze a billionaire?
That's right. And we'll take this to the studios and we'll sacrifice one billionaire every season to the Titanic. We'll put them on a submersible. The entire world can watch. We'll sell the rights in multiple territories around the globe.
I think it's a great reality show pitch. I think that a really essential part of it is that if they reach the surface alive, we kill them anyways. Like they're just a dude with a gun ready up there in case they reach the surface alive. You just shoot them all in the head.
No, you strap them to like some, enormously powerful drone.
Right.
And then the drone flies them like over the mouth of an active volcano and just drops them in.
I could imagine like so many different ways that you could kill a billionaire in an entertaining fashion. Like so many different ways that you could just sacrifice a billionaire to nature. Like if you just like took a billionaire, put it in like a drone, like you're saying, and just dropped them off at the North Pole and just said, good luck. Yeah.
And then they just like watch the polar bears like stalk them as They try not to freeze to death.
Exactly. You just watch them slowly freeze to death, and like all of America is just cheering them on, placing bets as to how long they're going to last, like how they're going to die. Is it going to be a polar bear? Is it going to be frostbite? Are they going to lose their mind? Like, you know, how good will they be? It's like Naked and Afraid, but with billionaires, and they actually die.
We could host this show, Mira. I feel like we could do it.
I think this is our big break.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for my big break, and I'm eager to start pitching people. We'll have to talk to our agents.
Yeah, this is how we become like famous talk show hosts. Like, we're going to be Regis and Kelly after this. I'm Regis.
So no, I want to be, what's her name? She's kind of drunk and super Christian. Kathy Lee Gifford.
Oh, yeah, true. And then I can be Hoda.
And she's, well, you know, I think it was Regis and Kathy Lee in the beginning. So you could be Regis and I'll be like drunk Kathy Lee.
Yeah, perfect. There you go. Perfect. Although I feel like I'm drunk Kathy Lee, let's be real.
Yeah, maybe we can both be drunk.
Yeah, we'll both be drunk Kathy Lee. Perfect. So the identity of the billionaire in question who is going to be going in this hopefully doomed submersible to the Titanic has not yet been revealed. And they will apparently be revealing it soon. So do we have any guesses, hopes, predictions?
I'm going to say that I hope it's the entire Walton family, like just because of that Walmart employee that we just heard. What was her name? Erin something?
Beth.
Beth, yeah. So Beth, this is for you. I'm hoping that the Walton family has commissioned a submersible to take them down to the Titanic.
Yeah, it's all for you, Beth. We're going to avenge you with a submersible that is doomed, I hope.
I want to say that the Walton family collectively has more money in its possession than like 95% of America. It's like the most obscene amount of wealth in this family. These people have absolutely like exploited God knows how many people building this weird, shitty empire of
justice for Beth.
Yeah, justice for Beth. Hashtag.
Yeah, hashtag justice for Beth. Like, we will avenge you. We will sacrifice the Walton family to the gods of the Titanic.
Yeah, Billionaire Death Party, season 1.
In the future, billionaires are going to die just trying to see the wreckage of other billionaires.
That's where we're headed.
To try to see the Titanic.
Yeah, it's going to be some billionaire on some like $500 million submersible, just going down to look at like the bones of the Walton family.
Going down to see just like the other fucking submersibles that just imploded or whatever, bones floating. I mean, I gotta say, it is kind of beautiful that the Titanic just continues to kill rich people after all these years. The oligarchs are still dying from the Titanic. Like, thank you, Titanic.
Well, really, though, the Titanic killed a bunch of fucking poor people because they were all in steerage. They gave the fucking lifeboats to the rich people.
Yeah, so I guess, like, in that sense, maybe the Titanic is trying to, like, do better. It's trying to, like, you know, amend its former failings in terms of its class awareness. So now it's just allowing us to all witness billionaires being sacrificed to it every year. I mean, this whole thing really gives me a lot more respect for, and I really never thought that I would say this for any reason. It gives me a lot more respect for James Cameron. Like, he's the only one who really did it. He's the only billionaire who will maybe ever go to the Titanic and not die.
Probably because, I mean, at least he noted in his movie that it was the poor people who had to eat shit while all these, like, you know, oligarchs got on the lifeboats.
And that's true. And he does seem to have, like, at least a proper amount of, like, reverence, like a proper amount of respect for the Titanic. Like, I feel like he kind of, like, went in there with more pure intentions than these other billionaires. He just had a genuine obsession. It wasn't like a tourism thing. Yeah,
I mean, it's like, this is the thing. It's like a horrible tragedy. It's like a mass death event and like a grim illustration of class disparity and greed and fucking awfulness. And
people love visiting the sites of mass death events, though. That's like a classic thing that people love to do. Like, in fourth grade, I've probably mentioned on this podcast, in fourth grade in LAUSD schools, they make you go to the Museum of Tolerance, which is the Holocaust Museum. And like, they have like a replica gas chamber that you can literally go inside of. And every child was traumatized by it.
Yeah, not me. I don't want to go to any place, like any mass death site. Like, I get it. I got it. You don't need to like take me there. I understand.
Yeah, I gotta say, unless you're like visiting like, you know, Auschwitz for the historical significance of it, then like fine. But like, you know, I'll listen to true crime podcasts, but like, I'm not trying to like go to like the fucking Manson house or anything like that. Like, I'm not like, it seems disrespectful and weird. Unless it's the Titanic. And if I could see the wreckage of other billionaires at the Titanic without dying, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's so fucked up. And like, just, I can't think of anything worse than being on a submarine, like a tiny little submarine.
Going
down
to space would be really bad, but like at least you have zero gravity up there. Like just being in that thing, just like it's more pressure, it gets darker and darker. It's like hot. You're like in a small space. Oof.
How do you, what if you have to take a dump in the submarine? There's like,
you're taking a dump in a submarine and everyone's going to be mad at you is what's going to happen.
Yeah. How long are you down there? Everyone stinks. It's just it's a terrible idea.
I mean, I'll tell you how long they're down there. Not long, because the thing explodes pretty quickly.
You mean implodes?
Implodes, yeah, exactly.
I mean, and like, this is the thing that haunts me the most. I want to say that, what was it called? The Ocean Gate? What was the one that imploded like a couple years ago?
The Ocean Gate. There was
a kid on that fucking, like the guy brought his teenage son onto that thing and the kid died. That is like shattering. I would be so pissed if I was that kid.
I'd be pissed if I was that mom. Are you kidding? I'd be like fucking furious. Like, you're taking my son onto this fucking doomed shit. Everybody in the world is posting about how fucked it is. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to go on it anyways. Yeah, like, did you see the documentary about the Ocean Gate? Like the other one that didn't make it to the Titanic and they almost died, but then they didn't? That shit was terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just not advisable on any level, and yet these billionaires can't stop themselves.
Nope, they cannot stop themselves, and I mean, I hope that they never are able to stop themselves. I really would like to see more billionaire sacrifices. I really would.
We need to start goading billionaires. Be like, you haven't been to the Titanic, bro?
I feel like that's kind of what the Ocean Gate thing did. Like it imploded, and then like everybody's like, wow, okay, I bet I can do that without imploding. Like I could probably do that. Like they just like did it stupid. I could do it.
I can't believe Elon Musk hasn't seen the fucking Titanic wreck. What a pussy.
He's too death afraid. So, all right, speaking of billionaires, our next topic is my favorite topic, which is Taylor Swift. She did a 2-hour podcast this week. Now, I do want to say, just at the top of this, Brad's going to make me set a timer every time we talk about Taylor Swift from now on. I swear to God, he's going to be like, you get 10 minutes and no more, Mira. That is it.
Yeah, we're on the Swift clock because
that's right.
Mira could she could hold forth for hours.
I mean, hours, days, probably. Honestly, and everybody would think I'm completely insane, and that is because I am. So this week, Taylor Swift was on her boyfriend's podcast, New Heights, which is the Kelsey brothers hosting it. It's a football podcast or something. I don't know. I watched it with Taylor Swift on it. I'm never going to watch it ever again.
Why is their podcast called New Heights? That's a weird name for a football bro podcast.
I don't know. I was kind of hoping that you would know. I assumed it was a football thing. I have no fucking idea. I
think they might be from like Shaker Heights or something. Maybe that's like what it is. It's like they're from Cleveland, right? Aren't they like Ohio boys? And I could see that being like maybe like a nod to their hometown or something.
I have no fucking idea. But it was a crazy thing to watch, I gotta say. Brad did not watch it. He did not do his homework this week. So everybody, Angry Adam, please admonish Brad for that. Thank you. I'm going to start requesting that Angry Adam get mad at you for things.
Listen, I was launching a company last week. I didn't have time.
I was launching a company this week.
Yeah, I didn't have time for these frivolities.
Brad's too important for the 2-hour Taylor Swift podcast to listen to it before our pop culture podcast. Okay.
Hey, I'm a solopreneur.
You're a what?
A solopreneur.
Is an entrepreneur not solo?
Well, no. Sometimes entrepreneurs have venture capital and they have all kinds of employees to begin with. But I am a solopreneur. I'm a one-man band.
Wow. All right. Well, and Taylor Swift is a one-woman band. So, not that impressive.
So what did she have to say? Was it good or was it basically unsurprising?
It was really weird. Like it just made me realize like we have never ever heard her speak out loud in an even vaguely candid way for anywhere close to 2 hours. It felt like almost scary. Like we're like not supposed to see that. Like it was genuine. Like she like even cried and it seemed genuinely unintentional.
What did she cry about?
She cried about when she got to buy her master's back and just talking about like how they were taken away from her at a young age and the contracts that she signed and shit. She like got like emotional and like it really seemed genuine. I was like, what the fuck? Like Taylor Swift is a human being who cries. Like that is so fucking weird. Like it just felt, like you're just not supposed to see that.
I feel like Taylor Swift going on a football podcast is like, this is her version of working at Waffle House.
She's like going to do a shift at Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, that's right. She's going to be like her first music video for the Showgirls album is going to be her like cleaning the bathroom at Cracker Barrel in Arkansas.
It's just going to be like Ethel Cain and Lana Del Rey hated my Instagram post. So they talked about like a variety of things, including the fact that she's currently obsessed with baking sourdough bread. And then Travis revealed that he's currently obsessed with videos of otters. Sounds about right.
I don't know. Who gives a shit? Good. Okay.
A lot of people, millions of people watch this podcast. And like half of it was kind of like things like that. Like just revealing, like if I was on it, I would be like, well, I'm really into this hummingbird lately that's been in my yard. Like that's the level of talk that a lot of it was. Which is weird because Taylor Swift just, I feel like, is really not supposed to be human. Like, it just doesn't super make sense to me.
Well, I mean, this was clearly like way better for the Kelsey brothers than it was for her.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
That's the thing. Like, if she blesses you with her appearance or her attention, like the amount of juice that it brings is unparalleled. Like, I want to say that podcast got downloaded like how many millions of times? Like
a lot of millions.
Like broke a record. I want to say I read. So
it did. It broke a record.
They're not doing that on their own. I mean, their podcast is successful, but it's not like anything like that.
No, I don't think any podcast is like as successful as that one episode was. I mean, it also, I feel like, was good for her in that, like, I don't think that like her team or herself would like allow her to do this anywhere where she had less control. Like, I feel like this was a very safe place for her to be able to talk at length like that, because it's like she doesn't have to be, you know, concerned that they're gonna like that she's gonna say something and then it's gonna be taken out of context and it's gonna be published in a clip and whatever. Like, she has full control over exactly how this whole thing is released or edited or what, like, you know, she does or doesn't want in it. And I feel like that if she does want to talk for 2 hours, which I guess she did, was good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you would think she probably had final cut, or at least, I mean, it's her boyfriend. Like,
yeah, for sure she does. Like, and probably told them like what she did and didn't want to talk about and stuff like that. I mean, Jason Kelsey was really like being Barbara Walters. Like, he was like asking all the hard hitting questions that he was allowed to. The funniest part of the whole thing to me, and I think to a lot of people, is that she really and truly treated Travis Kelsey like a golden retriever. Like, he was like her fucking dog. Like, literally like congratulating him when he used big words. Like, that literally actually happened. Like, look it up. Like, she literally was like, hey, like, good job. Like, a couple of times when he used like words that were not even that big.
What words were they? Do we remember or no?
I feel like, esoteric.
Oh.
And she was like, she used the word esoteric, and then Jason was like, big words. And like, Taylor was like, Travis knows what esoteric means, right? And he was like, yeah, it means like when you appeal to alternative groups or people that aren't in the mainstream. Like, he just like fired off like the dictionary definition of it in his fucking like hulking football guy voice. And she was like, good job, sweetie.
Me no definition of word.
It's like Lenny in Of Mice and Men.
Yeah. Me did good, Taylor.
He's gonna show up to the door with like a dead lizard in his hand, be like, I was trying to pet it, and then it died. I squeezed it too hard.
Doesn't she have cats? He's gonna kill one of her kittens.
Oh my god, that would get you so canceled in the Swiftie community.
How many cats does she have? Is she rolling with like a tribe or?
Oh wow, this is a question that I'm not entirely sure. That's shocking. I'm not entirely sure that I know the answer. I know that she has 2 for sure. I think 3. I think she has 3 total.
Okay.
Wow, if I got that wrong, I'm going to be like shocked at myself. It's such a simple Taylor Swift question. Normally, I'm really on top of it. Maybe this is part of the brain damage that will lead to my eventual death. We'll see next episode. There was literally, so in this podcast, she revealed the cover of her album, the title of her album, and the track list. And the first track on the album is a reference to Hamlet. And as she was explaining that, literally Travis Kelsey said, like, what's Hamlet? And Taylor was like, you know what Hamlet is? He was like, I don't know what Hamlet is. Like, what? And she was like, you know, like The Lion King. And he was like, I've never seen The Lion King. she's like, what? Okay, well, it's based on Hamlet. He's like, what's Hamlet?
Like, it was insane.
As a literary person, I'm so over people like kind of proudly like talking about how illiterate they are. Like, this is embarrassing. Come on.
I don't know if Travis was proud. I think he was just honest.
Well, same difference. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Like, I don't know that he knew that Hamlet was a book.
You don't need to be able to like recite like verses from Hamlet or anything, but you at least need to know what it is and who wrote it, for God's sakes.
I mean, he does now that Taylor Swift taught him, I guess.
So what is so wait, why is Hamlet even coming up? She's got a track on her album that's based on Hamlet?
Yeah, so the first track of the album is called The Fate of Ophelia, Ophelia being Hamlet's lover who dies via drowning.
So I have to flag something. It's called Fate of Ophelia?
Yeah.
Mira, I don't know how you're going to take this, but
I'm scared.
I think your girl, Taylor Swift, might be like very subtly nodding towards the Grateful Dead with this song.
So I'm going to have to correct you there. She is actually nodding towards Hamlet, which is by William Shakespeare.
Totally. But there's a Grateful Dead song, a very beloved Grateful Dead song called Althea. And there is a lyric in Althea that says, you may be the fate of Ophelia, sleeping and perchance to dream, honest to the point of recklessness, self-centered to the extreme. And
wow.
Althea is a song, interestingly, it's like sung from the point of view of a guy to Althea, who I think is his love interest or his former lover. And it's about their kind of troubled relationship, which like thematically would, I think, be of interest to Taylor Swift. And I should also say that Althea, I want to say I read something once where John Mayer was talking about how Althea is one of his favorite songs to play from the like the Dead catalog. So it's very specific. To name your song Fate of Ophelia, and that phrase appears in the lyrics to Althea. Mm-hmm. I have a hard time believing that's an accident. Taylor Swift is so intentional.
See, Brad, I am so proud of you. Your first Easter egg, and you might be the first one to discover it because the Swifties are not old enough and they are not Grateful Dead fans to be able to know that. I think I could post this on the Taylor Swift subreddit and maybe get some traction.
To all the Swifties out there, you just got, I'm a 50-year-old middle-aged man who knows nothing, and I'm running circles around all of you.
That's got to get us canceled. That's going to make sure that our podcast is not popular. Swifties, please forgive him. I am one of you. I respect you. But see, that feeling that you just got where you said, I just don't think it could be a coincidence. Like, it's too specific. That's how it happens. That's how you become taste schizophrenic, is because you find something like that nobody else has found, or maybe that a couple other people have found, not that many. And you go like, okay, this doesn't make sense to not be a reference. Like, it just has to be, like, in terms of like it being such a rare thing for people to say, just like, and knowing who she is, it's got to be a reference. And then you fall down the rabbit hole.
I want to hear this song. I would love to see the lyrics to Taylor Swift's song just to see if I can parse anything else. And then I think you should post a clip. Like, post this on, the Taylor Swift subreddit, and let all the Swifties just like attack it like vultures and see if they can figure out anything else. Yeah,
this is a call to Swifties. We have an Easter egg for you that we need you to figure out. I'm too stoned. Brad's too old. I trust you guys. You can parse this out. I'm sure it's got something to do with John Mayer. Like, let's go.
We have taken this as far as we can take it on our own, and now we need your help.
Yeah, now we hand it over to you guys and your infinite wisdom. Please help us. So that is the Taylor Swift podcast. It was lengthy. It was wild.
When does the album drop? When can we hear this song?
The album drops October 3rd.
Oh, okay.
So she might drop a single before that, but I doubt it because she has not dropped a single before the album release for her last 3 albums. So she probably won't start doing it now. So probably I'll have to wait until October 3rd. She's been doing countdowns every single day. And every time people are like, it's going to be a single. It's going to be an early album drop. It's going to be your TV. And every time it's just a new thing that you can purchase. It's just a new vinyl, new CD variant every single time. So that is the Taylor Swift news. I hope that the Taylor Swift timer did not go off.
No, I think you made it just under the wire.
Just under the wire. So our last story of the day is a quick update on a story that we all know that I've been following very, very closely, which is Katy Perry's insanely failed tour and album rollout. She is just cursed.
Wait, what happened?
So, okay. She was on tour, and during one of the parts of the tour, she's like being, lifted up into the sky by this thing that like looks like, I don't know. It's got tubes and shit, whatever. She was electrocuted as she was in the air. You can see that her body twitches. She gets electrocuted by, the setup as she's in the air, which is just one item on her very, very long list of ways that her tour has literally attacked her. So just to go through the list, she nearly fell from a giant ball prop. It's like a sphere-shaped cage. Almost fell from it as it tipped. Almost fell from her floating butterfly prop. It fell from the ceiling like a couple of feet, dropped, and then stopped itself. She had a laser pointer pointed at her eyes. A fan crashed the stage, got up there without security getting him. Katy Perry tripped and slipped on stage, and a fan collapsed on stage. So she invites fans up there to sing part of a song, and one of them fainted on stage. And now she's been electrocuted.
Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, I feel like I saw a story where Beyonce almost fell out of some aerial thing, right? Wasn't she on like a flying...
It's a car.
Flying car, and then I'm thinking of Pink doing all that like aerial shit at her shows. Like, not that I don't think there's ever been any kind of...
She's like not had a error, I don't think.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that, but still, like, why are all these pop stars? Like, this is their version of going to the Titanic. They're like, I'm going to perform on stage in front of all these people, and I'm going to like attach myself to a wire and be hoisted like 100 feet off the ground. Like, why are you doing this?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good idea, and it doesn't seem super necessary. I feel like in a way they kind of all just like don't want to do what Taylor Swift had to do for the Eras tour, which is like run back and forth across like a giant stage for like, 2 hours or whatever. Instead of like, just being kind of like floated around the audience so everyone can see you.
Yeah. I mean, like, right. Like Taylor Swift isn't flying around the stadium, right?
She did for a Reputation tour, actually.
Oh, okay. She's already done it.
But she's stopped doing that since.
I just don't get it.
She's already done it. Yeah. It does seem really crazy. Like it always seemed very dangerous and like not super necessary. Like it's not like you could do a great show without being like flying around the stadium in a giant ball or whatever the fuck.
I'll tell you one thing, Mira. Jerry Garcia never attached himself to a wire and flew around the stadium.
That's a good thing because I don't know if there are many wires that could have held Jerry Garcia.
Imagine if they would have done that. Like they just like hoist Jerry up. He's like 280 pounds and like in a heroin funk, just like sweating.
Just hanging there.
Just like hanging limply, just like floating around the crowd.
He's sweating onto the crowd below. Oh, so Katy Perry is clearly cursed. That nun that she killed is like in the afterlife working overtime, doing fucking rosaries or whatever, getting her ass cursed.
I mean, it's worth asking. Like when this many things, like when there's just like a darkness on this poor woman. I feel bad for her at this point. It's like, good Lord. Like,
it's wild. There is a darkness on this woman. Like somebody, maybe Taylor Swift hired an Etsy witch. Something happened. Like, cause she has got not good luck at all.
Yeah. What do you do? Like this is the thing. Like when you're kind of like, and I feel like we all go through periods of our life where we feel like there's like a darkness on us. Like, what's a person supposed to do when it's gotten this intense for them?
I mean, hire a team of witches to protect you, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of is like hire a team of powerful witches to put protection spells on you.
Like I said, I just talked to a witch on this podcast. I'm going to ask her to put a protection spell on us, Mary.
Are you going to ask her to put a protection spell on Katy Perry too?
Yeah. It's funny. I've had her on the show before, and like back in the day, I used to do the interviews in person, and Amanda came to my house, and this was when River was just like a little baby, like after he had been diagnosed with like disabilities or whatever. And she did put like a little like positive spell on him. I believe in that shit.
That's cute. Yeah. That's really cute.
Yeah. She like put a lion spell on him. I think she made him like into a little lion or something.
Ooh, I like that. That's cute. I feel like that's like however much you believe in it is how much it works, which I like.
Yeah, I'll take whatever. I'm open.
Yeah.
I'll take a spell.
Katy Perry will too. She just needs all the luck in the world that she can get, I think.
I think if Katy Perry came on our show, it might like turn the tide for her. I'm just saying.
It's a good point. And if not, I guess she could go into the Titanic submersible.
Yeah, like she needs to stop going to space. Yeah, she should go to the Titanic submersible with Oprah and Gail.
Exactly. Yeah, those are the billionaires that are about to be revealed. It's Oprah and Gail, and then Katy Perry as a surprise appearance as part of her Lifetimes tour.
She's going to finally like perform her music video at like 5,000 feet below the surface of the sea.
And then die. Literally die.
It's a spectacular death with Oprah and Gail. But no, what she really should do is she needs to go work a shift at Walmart. I think if we've learned anything from this episode,
so true.
It's time for Katy Perry to roll up her sleeves and make herself into a hardcore normie from the American South. Yeah,
Katy Perry join the working class, become a class traitor. Katy Perry. Just kidding. We don't want you. On that note, Brad,
are we done?
I think we're done. Yeah, I hope our lovely listeners had a great time.
I think they definitely did.
I think they did too. And bye-bye.